points where I can log off. We'll get to an end, and then we'll get levels and we'll get started.
Fucking shit.
Alright. Alright, let me tell me when you're on Twitch and I'll get levels.
I'm on
We'll
Twitch needs a
right
Twitch app. Make things a lot easier for me to follow chat.
We had so many people last week listening.
Yeah, we did. 2 weeks ago.
Pre-roll ad, Matt.
Yeah, I didn't run any fucking ads yet.
It's an ad for popsicles. Bomb pop middles. Alright, here we go. Alright, turn the music down.
Oh, right, I forgot I had that on still.
Alright. I appreciate the music, though. It's very good. Alright, this is... Ooh, let me move the microphone to where it's actually going to be.
Yeah, that's important.
Alright. This is John talking at his normal volume, and then Matt, and then TJ.
This is Matt talking at his normal volume, and then TJ.
This is TJ talking at his normal volume, then TJ.
Cool.
Alright, I think that sounded good, but I did not mute Discord, so it's hard to tell. Well, Matt, you're way louder outside of Twitch than you are in Twitch.
Would you like me to
Don't
be louder?
change any settings. It sounds fine in Twitch, I think, but...
There shouldn't be any difference.
All right. I know there shouldn't be a difference, but it just sounds louder. All right, this is John talking at his normal volume, and then Matt, and then TJ.
This is Matt.
And then I'm talking, but I'm not going to post this in places
Matt,
because I
you're
really
too
just don't
quiet.
have the time.
Why am I too fucking quiet?
All right, Matt, let's try again.
Let me boost this then. This is Matt talking.
Not. All right. Well, you're way too close to the mic there. You're not going to be that close. This is John talking again.
This is Matt sound checking.
Maybe I'm just too loud. I don't know. I'm going to turn myself down. I'm too loud. Voice and video. Go to 84%. How's that sound? This is John talking again.
That sounds
and then
good.
Matt.
And then Matt. This is Matt talking.
And then Matt.
All right, John talking again.
And then Matt
again. It's John and then Matt.
Matt talking now.
Matt, your microphone's so much nicer than mine.
Yeah,
I hate it. I should probably buy a really expensive, nice microphone.
I just want to get like a $20 lav mic for my phone. That's it.
What type of microphone do you have, Matt?
An RE20.
RE20 mic. How much is that?
Like
$400
or something. Yeah. It's cheaper than the SM7B. That's all I know.
Well, the SM7B is good.
Yeah, that's the other like radio microphone that everybody uses.
It's actually the same price on one website, but
really.
Actually, on B&H Photo and Video, the SM7B is $450, and on H&M Video, they don't have this, but it's $450 on some sites. The one you have, but I'm sure yours is just fine. I don't think the difference is going to be that much.
No, I chose this one specifically. I like this one.
You like it better?
Yeah.
I probably should buy this.
Because honestly. I saw a video of Tom York using it, so then I bought it. That's how music works.
You guys are interrupting my persona time. Let's get started.
I really should just buy this, though. And how do you have it hooked up to the computer, Matt?
You have to get an audio interface because it's an XLR mic.
What do you mean by audio interface?
The simplest one is to be a one-channel XLR to USB, which you can buy just from... I mean, some places will sell them like bundled.
So you're saying like, okay, yeah, I see. That one doesn't have good ratings, but this one does. Focusrite, Scarlett Solo 2x2 USB interface 3rd gen. This has 5 stars.
I use a Scarlett, but with more inputs.
That's $100.
Why is my Discord frame rate always this shitty? I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Discord's probably having trouble because it's a Saturday night and it's.
Yeah, I feel like my it's my internet probably rather than any other part of my computer.
But honestly, do I really need a better mic though than this Yeti?
No,
I mean, I sound
you're fine. You sound fine.
I know, but it's like kind of one of those things that I've been podcasting for checks watch like 20 years.
You should look at a Shure Beta 58. That should only be like $100 and it'll sound great. But you'd still need like an interface for that because it's an XLR mic.
Yeah, but that's not that bad.
All right. We got viewers, so let's stop talking about fucking mics.
Hey, dude, people like
Good show. Good show, everybody. Good start.
I got COVIDed. Okay, let's get started. Ready?
1, 2, 3, banana go.
Welcome to Born in the 80s. I'm your host, as always, John Danger, joined by my co-hosts
Matt Danger Hag.
And TJ, episode 392 May.
That's what episode it is. I didn't even have time to look up the number.
I really should buy this microphone, though, that you're pointing.
We're doing a podcast now, John. You can't open the podcast while shopping for a microphone.
But it's so good.
That's fine. You guys could buy me a lavalier mic for my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dude, yeah.
Like just a $20 one.
Anyway.
I'd totally do that.
I think I've talked about how like, honestly, this fucking Blue Yeti is very good. I don't know why I'm complaining so much.
Yeah. No, it sounds good.
I know.
It's not, John, that, like, you're very pretty. You're very pretty. Stop being so insecure.
I want the best for myself. It's because we're completely trapped in our homes. It's just like I'm like going gadget crazy. I want so many gadgets now. Like
I'm on a phone.
Let's talk about Matt's gadgets. Matt's gone gadget crazy.
I got a bunch of government money. So
Matt's getting evicted because he's got too many gadgets.
No, I'm gonna get evicted because my apartment was fucking gross.
Was it? Can we talk about that first?
Sure, we can talk about that. So Friday, I was going to go out of town, and
traveling during the pandemic. It's good.
We were traveling to a secluded cabin.
It was essential travel, right?
We were going to be the only one there at the cabin. Yeah. We weren't going to go to any stores or stop anywhere.
Yeah.
So we did that, but before I left, I took my customary pre-travel shower that I always take every time I'm about to travel. That's not true, but I just happened to. And I got a knock on my door, and it was my downstairs neighbor saying that something in my shower was leaking into their apartment and that they're going to call maintenance. And then I looked around at the absolute filth I live in, and I was like, shit. So meanwhile, I leave town. And I kind of forget about it, but also I'm kind of anxious about it. And I get back, and on Monday, when office hours open again, I get an email with like pictures of various messes in my apartment and a warning that, an official warning and a description of like what they expect. Like you have to be able to show it to tenants, blah, 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 blah. But, and then they're going to come on Monday and inspect it. So I've been spending the whole week cleaning for like 6 to 8 hours a day. And you know what? I'm way less depressed now because of it. Also, I'm really fucking tired.
Yeah, that's why we're recording this late too.
Yeah.
Because
that's TJ's fault.
This is to get like the loopiness though. You know what I mean? Like when you get really super tired and things get weird, that's what we're going for.
Yeah, it's like
no,
go ahead.
It's a global pandemic.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
Oh, by the way,
to bitch about the ways people's houses are being kept.
By the way, the maintenance dude that came in, at least like 55 plus, no mask, no mask, protection.
Of course. Yep.
Coming into my house, complaining about how messy I am. So but I'm actually very glad that happened because my apartment is much cleaner now. You're actually seeing the room that was the cleanest and is now the dirtiest because I haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah. So, you know what's really interesting about this whole situation is
how many different kinds of cleaners you can find at the store? Because I had no fucking idea.
It's impossible to find. No, you can get cleaning stuff now.
No, you can get. It's still hard to find like bleach and stuff, but like oven degreaser and wall cleaner and stuff is fine.
People need that shit now. It's like, come on, man.
Well, people are probably just bathing in it and shit.
Oh my god, I've got. I noticed our hand soap dispensers are getting low, and I was like, oh, I need to get some more hand soap, and I was like, let me order that online. Nope.
Oh yeah,
nothing available, and it's like, are you fucking serious? I can't just get a refill pack of hand soap.
I wonder if you'd have better luck with that in a like actual store.
Probably,
not my store.
But at Whole Foods, the Prime delivery thing, they have Myers like lemon verbena hand soap refill, like a big jug.
Not that fucking like Zulu soap that's full of chunky shit. Or Zubu or something.
I just need soap. Well, I don't need soap because you know what you can do? I have Irish Spring bars.
That's good for hair and body. And I think your hands are part of your body.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, we're not going to talk about COVID this week because fucking I can't handle it right now. But because fucking Wisconsin's the worst fucking state, and Matt is frozen in a laugh.
Oh, really?
Do you see this, TJ?
I'm not frozen on the stream. I guess that's just I don't know. Discord's like taking a shit tonight.
Yeah,
I was in raid earlier, and some other people were having trouble like with Discord. So I think it's just something going on with the servers.
Yeah, he's fine on Discord, he's fine on the stream, but Discord's all messed up.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's actually amazing because now I get to look at Matt's laughing face for the rest of the show.
Did you know you can actually make soap from human fat? So if you just find yourself a corpse, you can just soap it up right there.
Let's do it.
That's a little tip.
No, but like my COVID update is you need just regular ass fucking soap. A bar of soap, any soap.
No, John, I need antibacterial soap for this virus.
Yeah, you do. You need the antibacterial soap for this virus. That's exactly what you need. Now, you just need regular ass soap, and that's all you need.
So does like hand sanitizer even work for viruses?
It does, but it's not as good as soap.
Oh, okay.
Like it's so insane because hand sanitizers use alcohol to break up the outer coating of the virus, whereas soap is I guess I can't remember exactly what the properties is in the soap.
It's got molecules that one end clings to fats or like proteins, and the other end clings to water. So it's like a
part of that deals with viruses, though.
Oh, really?
It is. It is though, TJ. It's because the virus. This virus has like a lipid outer layer, so it gets destroyed by soap.
And so the virus gets destroyed by soap with facts and logic.
So it's so dumb. Like people are like hoarding hand sanitizer. It's not even as good as washing your hands. Like it's better than nothing, but like it's just insane. Oh, we had a little Matt ass crack there on the stream. Matt just left. Is Matt getting fucking swatted right now? So that's what's going on? Because he just like got up mid-conversation.
I was listening. You're supposed to keep going. The show must go on. Did you see my ass when I got up?
Oh, we did.
We did.
Actual cracking. I did my best, but these shorts are like completely fucked.
It wasn't much crack. There was maybe a little.
It was Spanky 2 weeks ago, and now we got mad.
On a scale of 1 to Spanky, how bad was it?
I would say it was like half Spanky.
I'm making some red beans and rice in my rice cooker, so I had to go manually switch it over to warming mode because it doesn't do that when you put non-rice things in it.
I see. So, speaking of gadgets like rice cookers, by the way, I just wanted to follow up. The Taco Bell rice cooker challenge, the hack the menu, that's still on, right?
Yeah, so I thought about that today, and I was actually in my car because I needed to drive to the hardware store Stop yelling at me, internet. I'm sheltering in place. I just have to go to the store sometimes. And I thought about it, and my stomach already felt like garbage, so I decided not this week.
Yeah.
But next week I'll do it.
No. I get that. We've had 2 weeks basically because we took a week off, and I haven't been able to get to Taco Bell because I've just had leftovers for lunch every day, and I feel like it's really like a waste to not eat leftovers first.
I want to save you guys a little bit of money. Do you guys have a Dollar General near you?
I'm not going
Probably.
into a Dollar General, TJ. This is enough of an ad for your current employer that you love so much.
No, because I'm leaving it in 13 days. It's fine. If you have a Dollar General near you, starting tomorrow and for the next week, as part of their, end of year graduation sale, a lot of fast food gift cards are 10% off. So just grab a Taco Bell gift card up to $30
Save yourself some money.
For 10% off. Yeah.
Why the fuck are gift cards discounted? That doesn't make any sense.
It happens sometimes. GameStop gift cards were discounted about a month and a half ago.
Matt, I posted in our Discord.
My butt.
What is it? YOLO 420.
My butt shot? Is that what you're posting?
It's the way the video was frozen.
Oh, okay.
Still frozen for me.
It was so perfect.
Good job, Discord.
The only problem is now that I've moved focus away and then come back is that now I can't see your face at all.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. That's a big old laugh.
Yeah. What you should do though, Matt, is then screenshot it and use that screenshot as your new Discord icon. It's perfect.
Yeah. Well, I can see TJ. I can't. Yeah. I'm never going to be able to see Matt tonight because I probably.
So here's a little pro streamer trick. When we do the call on Discord, and if I need to check something on Discord, I always open up the browser version to look at it because I cannot open any other version because I'm capturing the other version. So.
Got it.
Pro strats. So how's everybody's COVID going?
It's going.
Yeah. COVID-y.
I've got... Oh. What the heck?
TJ, why are you leaving your job?
I dropped off. And it's still not showing me your cam, Matt. This is bullshit.
Well, right now it's actually showing me on Matt's cam.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Why am I leaving my job? Because my job's breaking me?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You were talking about your yeah.
Well, I just like my... Not to stereotype, but the people in a Dollar General, I feel like, are Walmart, but worse.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
And it would stress me the fuck out.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Imagine the staff of a GameStop having to run a grocery store.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wait, GameStop does run a grocery store. That's why they're allowed to stay open.
Yeah.
They've got Funko Pop cereal.
It's an essential business. They got the Funko Pop cereal. Yeah.
Imagine the staff and payroll of a GameStop having to run a store the size of a 3/4 grocery store.
Yeah. A store where the whole, idea is everything's cheap, so I'm sure that means that the management structure is also cheap with how many people they schedule.
Cheap. There's a lot of things that are cheap, but the average Dollar General only has, I would say, between 7 and 12 employees, and 12 is kind of shooting too high.
Yeah.
So that's
my
why
store right now
only
has 6 active employees.
Yeah. So it's hey, we're going to need you to work all of the hours.
Yep. And because I'm salary, I've been working basically 55 to 60 hours a week. 6 days a week.
Salary is such a scam.
You should get a job at 5 and below. Get a job at 5 and below and then send them a picture and be like, I'm moving up, fuckers. $5 now.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, but Dollar General is not Dollar Tree. Not everything at Dollar General is $1.
Well, that's just false
Dollar
advertising.
Tree is that everything's $1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do have to pay more at Dollar General because, it's got the military rank, so you're paying for quality.
Yeah.
The Dollar General.
I didn't go to general school and just to be called Mr. Dollar. Dollar Mister.
Military school. Yeah.
I don't know how Army works.
Yeah. I want to go to Dollar Major.
Well, that's fine.
Did you just Google Army ranks?
Family Dollar is.
Yeah, I did Google Army ranks.
Because I heard you typing with your loud ass.
No, I'm gonna go to Dollar Lieutenant Colonel. No, General's the highest.
That's why I only eat Admiral Crunch instead of fucking Captain Crunch. What a scrub. Get
That's
good,
true.
dude.
Oh yeah, well I eat Fleet Admiral Crunch, which is reserved for wartime only.
Highest Navy rank. Damn it!
Well,
okay,
Fleet
well,
Admiral is
hold
really
on. Let me
for
just
wartime.
Google the ranks for Space Force.
It's not on this defense.gov website. They don't have all the Space Force ranks on here.
Maybe they just haven't figured it out yet.
Anyway.
I just realized that the best part about this mask is you guys can't tell if I'm sleeping or not.
That's right.
Yes.
And you don't snore into the mic like Adam did, so it'll be very hard to tell. Question, Matt.
Yes. On a scale of 1 to Adam, how bad was my apartment? Approximately 1 Adam.
That's what I was going to bring up, is that Adam and Lance, when they lived together, they got one of those, we're going to kick you out if you don't clean up your apartment email things too. So,
oh, really?
I mean, they both basically never cooked. So it was all like takeout and fast food, and they didn't really clean up anything. So there's just takeout. Lance was much better than Adam.
Yeah.
I will say. I got to give Lance some credit there. He wasn't nearly as bad. But
So
they both smoked like a pack a day in the apartment.
I think the major issue was I like spray paint guitar pedals and shit in the kitchen, and I have like this big like piece of OBS, just like shitty plywood that I have everything on. But then
OSB.
like this, oh yeah, OBS,
oriented strand board.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
So nothing directly hits the floor, but then like there's suspended particles of paint in the air that dry and then settle onto the floor, and it looks like the whole floor is fucked, and it's like a wood floor. So I assume that they were just like, well, this guy ruined our floor, so let's just give him a week to. We have to give him a week to clean, and when it's still fucked, because obviously you can't get this off, we'll kick him out. But no, that's all gone. It just mops up. But which I would have done if I fucking knew that people were going to come in here.
Yeah.
Also, I put poop all over the walls. So.
That'll get him. No, the other thing I want to talk about is that you got gadget. You picked up another gadget with your government money.
My chair, my sweet chair.
Your sweet gamer chair. How is the gamer chair?
Oh, it's nice. The first time I sat in it, my buddy was like, "What the fuck is lumbar support? I don't know what to do with that."
So what you got? You got it from Amazon, right?
Yeah. I think it was like a third-party seller. It's
I know, but what is it called?
GT Racing.
Here it is. GT Racing computer game chair. You got the blue, huh?
Yeah, I got the blue one.
Ooh, it's $2 more than the red.
Ooh.
But this isn't good for big boys like me, I'm sure.
No, yeah. I noticed that when I was like, I just was looking at a bunch of like wire cutter and shit for best chair. And they always have a separate category for big boys.
Wire cutter. Yeah, their best chair is like $1,000 chair, by the way. Which is why I hate wire cutter. Unless they've updated it.
Whatever site I was looking at, they had different categories, like the best cheap chair, the best big boy chair, the best like super premium expensive chair.
Yeah, because like if you look at like the best office chair on the Wirecutter, and I love the Wirecutter's website because they like archive like Consumer Reports. They do like crazy testing and they like experts looking at stuff. But they're like, okay, here's our pick for best chair. The steel case gesture, $1,000. Like, that's more than my couch cost. Like,
Yeah.
come on. And they
Is,
have a
is
budget
that like
pick.
a gamer chair or like
No. This is
just
just an
an
office
office?
chair.
Yeah, I've
But they're-
seen that before with office chairs where they're like $800+, and it's
Yeah.
just like,
Well, I mean,
why?
Because they are really expensive. I don't know.
Because they're selling to people that have a shitload of money. Is the answer?
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not wire cutter that you found for office chair, because they don't. Their budget pick is a $280 chair from Staples.
Nope.
HON exposure. Like, it's like, I mean, their cheap pick is double the price I paid for this chair.
I
which
do
is
feel
actually
like
more than
seeing
double.
myself in this chair, like my douchiness levels have risen significantly.
It really is gamery.
Yeah, I hate it. but it's really comfortable, and that's what I really care about.
So we talked about this when we were talking about like spending our government check money and all this stuff.
Mhm.
And I was looking at Secret Lab has the Titan chairs or whatever they're called, Titan XL, the Secret Lab Titan or the Secret Lab Titan XL. The Titan XL is for 220 to 390 pounds, 5'11 to 6'10 is what they want. Like, because their regular ones recommended height is less than 6 foot. The Titan is 300 pound recommended weight, 5'9 to 6'7. So, like, I could probably do the regular one, but the Titan XL I don't think is that much more, and I might as well get the bigger chair because I'm a big boy. Yeah, it's only like $50 more. If I'm already spending $450 on a chair,
that's so much money.
It is a lot of money, but like when you think about it, I sit in this chair so much.
Yeah.
Like,
especially now that you're working from home and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. The only problem is that like the estimated ship date now for this chair from their website is fucking the end of July. Because I'm sure people are buying this shit. Like,
yeah, I ordered this chair like maybe a month or more ago.
Yeah,
and it got here on Monday.
And that's the problem I have with like Amazon and other stuff. And maybe we can get into a topic I wanted to bring up, but like, is that you said this was like a third party seller that you got it from?
Yeah,
and it's like it's so like insane that like these chairs and things, there's just no way to know if you're gonna get like a good thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like with Amazon, it's just like, well, this has 5,000 ratings of 4.5. You know, it's 165. You know, that's a pretty good deal. And it's, but like, I just don't trust Amazon anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I need to go to that like manufacturer's website and that. But I guess you said you read reviews and they said this one was fine. So
yeah, and I think I was looking at the manufacturer's website and probably clicked the link that put me through to Amazon. Because it was like the official their company page on Amazon.
Well, like when you go to Amazon and something has like 5,000 ratings and it's at 4.5 stars, you're like, yeah, it's probably fine. Like,
yeah.
So maybe I should get this chair too. It does say that upper weight limit is 300, so like, it might be all right. But you know what? I might as well just go for the big boy chair. If I'm spending money, like I might as well. Although this is, I could buy 3 of these for the same price. Oh man, no, I'm good. I got a chair that's fine. It's working for me. It's from Staples or some shit. But no, but like the gouging is still going on Amazon, like price gouging on stuff, and it's allowed because it's not on like, you know, Amazon's doing a pretty good job of not allowing price gouging on like essentials.
Yeah.
So like soap and stuff, they don't have like I got soap ordered from Amazon. It's their like Solimo brand. I just got some regular light moisturizing liquid soap hand refill. It's like Dial Gold. and it's out of stock, and I ordered it, but it was only $5. You know what I mean? Like they're not overcharging, and it's supposedly going to show up in like 2 weeks, but it's just like, it's just insane, like that stuff like this is still going on. Oh, I guess they got soft soap, antibacterial with like fucking insane shit on it. Like, okay, well, no, in stock on June 9th, man. They're still having a hard time. It's because people don't want to leave their houses.
I'm glad we started like this podcast about shopping for soap. There's not a lot of soap shopping podcasts out there.
But it's just crazy to me that like that this is going on, and it really like
the thing that I've noticed it with is webcams, because I'm looking to upgrade my webcam, but since everyone's doing like Zoom meetings, they're just sold out. Like even on Logitech's website, it says sold out.
Yeah, I guess if I go to Best Buy right now, let's see if we got webcam sold out. Everything. So I'm glad I have my webcam that I got.
Yeah,
which is a nice one. It's a Logitech, I think 1080p webcam. Like it's fine. But Jesus, yeah, you're right. I guess it's just. Man, it just sucks. Like
supply and demand, man.
Supply and demand. Yeah,
man.
You want to get a Nintendo Switch?
I just looked for a Switch Lite on Brickseek, and I don't think there's any.
Nah. So if you wanted to order from, I think was it? I got to give credit to B&H Photo and Video. I think is what they are.
Yeah.
B&H Photo and Video, they tend to have stuff in stock, but they also tend to upcharge. But they do have it in stock usually. So yeah, they have Nintendo Switch in stock, ready to buy. The blue, just the blue and just the gray right now.
I had no idea they sold that kind of thing. I thought they were all just like microphones and camera equipment.
No, they sell lots. That's probably why they have it in stock, because people are just like, oh, you sell that. But they do upcharge on stuff. It is $225, but with free shipping.
It's not horrible.
No, it's not. It's like it's a little extra. Like I bought my graphics card from them, and it was a little bit extra back when it was fucking Bitcoin mining insanity that made like impossible to find graphics cards for sale, which was such bullshit. I was like, I just want a regular fucking graphics card. This company must be extremely Jewish, because I was looking at. I was looking at it earlier. And they said the store is closed until 9:30 p.m. Central Time because we're observing Shabbat. You can't even order. Like that's
really?
Like how Jewish they are. Is it like, well, because you're not allowed to work, so the store is just closed on that day. So, but it is open now, I guess, because it's
on the Sabbath, John. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know how it works for them, but I was thinking about getting a Switch Lite as well for my wife.
Spanky's not here, John.
Oh, okay. But because she was talking about wanting to play Switch games, and
who was?
It would be nice to have a second one. TJ, is Switch Lite's good? You have one, right?
I enjoy it. I
the
probably
screen's smaller, right?
It's a little bit smaller, yeah.
But it is cheaper. Although. Yeah, can I get a comparison here? Although, because I'm looking at, the regular Switch isn't even available, but because the regular Switch is $300, so it's not that big of a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not that much different. It's almost the same. But the regular Nintendo Switch they have on here, back ordered, expected availability October 16th.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, but you can get a Switch Lite, and honestly, the amount of game playing I've done on the TV with the Switch is so limited.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, TJ. Like I do, and my wife.
My wife.
Thank you. And I started playing a game on the Switch. We started playing Phoenix Wright Collection was on there.
Yeah, the Ace Attorney trilogy. Yeah.
Yes, that's really fun.
Love those games.
My wife said she loved
my wife.
LA Noire, and wish there was more games like that, like the detective work games and stuff.
Yep.
Like those are fun. There aren't very many games like that exist.
There's a couple I'd recommend for the PS4.
Okay, can you give me some recommends here?
Detective Pikachu.
It's the ones I was actually going to lend you a while back.
Okay.
I do recommend that you guys play the Danganronpa series, especially if you like Phoenix Wright. The way that works, kind of the search for evidence and then go through a trial.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if you like kind of the puzzle solving, visual, if you like a visual puzzle solving and escape the room elements, I do recommend the Zero Escape series. I thought Danganronpa was rumored to be ported to Switch, but I didn't hear anything about that. But
well, I mean, we can play it on PS4. Yeah. I don't. PS4 doesn't have Phoenix Wright, so that's why I got on the Switch.
Does it not though? I think it does now.
I don't know. I just bought it on Switch because I saw an ad for it on the Switch, and I was like, my wife would love this game because it's like a detective game. You're solving mysteries and stuff. It's fun. We're having a great time with it. God, the Switch Lite's $225 and it's blue and it looks awesome and I want it. But so TJ, can you explain in a complicated and long-winded way how, because I know not because of you, but because I know this is Nintendo, how does it work if we had two Switches in our household?
Okay,
how does game sharing work?
It's not as bad as you think.
Okay.
So it's exactly how game sharing works with PS4 and Xbox, actually.
Don't have that, so
okay. Well,
don't have multiple.
If you've got two accounts, because you guys do, but right now you only have one account that has Nintendo Online. But whatever.
Yeah.
But if you guys have two accounts, you set.
So I'd set the big boy Switch to be the main Switch.
Okay, so on the, well, it doesn't matter, but here's the way I would set it is
okay. Thank you.
Whichever Switch is going to be played by both of you, or whichever one you want her to play more often.
Yeah.
Set that as your primary.
Okay.
Where the games you've bought digitally, that's your home system.
Okay.
Because on your home system, every account on it can play those games.
Yeah.
On your not home system,
got it.
Your account, as long as you're able to connect to the internet and validate you have rights to play the game, can play the games as well.
Got it.
So you can buy the game once and still play it on both systems.
Got it. So I would make the Lite my main Switch, and then when I'm using my regular Switch, I can just connect to the internet to play any game that I.
Correct.
Makes sense. It's such a backwards way of thinking about it, but yes. I guess whatever. Otherwise, she could just use my account too. I mean, I guess there's some games that don't have multiple save slots where that would be weird.
Exactly, and the save slots are linked by account for the most part.
Well, the thing is that the reason why we're even talking about this is that she's expressed some interest in playing Animal Crossing, and Animal Crossing New Horizons. Matt, I can't tell if you were asleep because I can't see the video, but I can only imagine
he's fine.
You're asleep.
Well, not yet, but you just started talking about Animal Crossing, so.
So, Animal Crossing New Horizons, which Nintendo has said is its best-selling game of like this quickly ever. They said, I think, is the quickest-selling game they've ever made. I think it sold like 14 million copies in the first month or something, which is just like more than even Mario games have done. It's because it was a meme. It's the perfect game for this pandemic.
It's the perfect quarantine game.
Yeah, because you can like get out and do activities and meet people that are in game. But so she's had some interest in playing it. And the problem with Animal Crossing New Horizons is if you're playing on different accounts on the same Switch, there's one island. She can't have her own island. She has to play on my island, which is such a weird thing to do. Like,
well, I think
old Animal Crossings, they didn't, because like my brother and I played Animal Crossing on the same GameCube, and we each had our own. I think we maybe had different memory cards.
Yes, each memory card was its own island. The whole idea,
multiple memory cards,
was actually to only have one world though, and for people to play in that world on and off.
Yeah, well, which you can do, and we did originally. But then he was like, "I want to have my own island," and I was like, "Of course," because that's what people want. Because you can visit each other's islands in the game.
Yeah,
but So anyway, we'd have to buy another Switch and another copy of Animal Crossing, which is fine. That's a lot of money, so probably not, unless she's like really interested in playing, I don't know.
But you can get the Switch first and then get Animal Crossing later.
Yeah, the Switch Lite would be nice to have a second one, especially with Paper Mario, which was announced coming out.
So we've got some gaming news that came up.
Yeah.
A lot of it, but we're gonna probably focus just on 2 announcements today. So as John mentioned, Paper Mario: The Origami King, just out of nowhere. Here's the trailer coming out in a couple months.
Yeah, July coming out. And so maybe I'll probably wait to buy a Switch Lite until closer to that, and I'll probably.
I might be able to buy a Switch by then. Actually, we'll see.
Maybe I'll buy. It is my wife's birthday.
My wife's birthday.
In like a month, less than a month. So maybe I'll buy her that for her birthday.
Okay, good thing she doesn't listen to the show.
Well, I know, but she is in the bedroom just across the hall. Yeah. If I yell it out, she'll hear it.
Yeah, okay.
I'll probably wait to buy it though, because it looks like I can get it from B&H, and it will show up by next week. And her birthday is until the first week of June. So.
Okay.
Plus, I'll need to get a 128 gig memory card as well for it.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't come with a memory card?
No, they have 32 gigs on board, but that's not very much. But you need an SD micro SD card. But they have a Nintendo branded one, which it doesn't matter what you get.
And it's the same thing for the Lite, right?
It's $25 for 128 gigs, which is more than enough to keep you for a while.
It's the same thing for the Lite, right? Like that has a memory slot that you can just connect.
Yeah, same. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Micro SD card. Yeah, it's easy.
So maybe I should get a Switch Lite. I mean,
now micro SD slot. The system is set where it can read a file system up to 2 terabytes. I think 1 terabyte SD cards do exist now, but it's ready for up to 2 terabytes.
Okay. And if you put 3 terabytes in there, it just fucking has a seizure and dies.
Or just reads it as 2. Like it can only read 2 terabytes of file system.
Yeah.
I wonder. Can you get? I wonder. I
really want a fucking Switch now. Like this pandemic has made me really need a Switch, and I can't fucking get one because I was too late. There's time now, John.
You can get one. Well, actually, you can get if you want. You could get a Nintendo 3DS XL.
I don't want it. We have Nintendo Switch at home. Nintendo Switch at home with 3DS XL.
I love that meme. But no, the Nintendo 3DS XL is only 120. Or no, the new 2DS XL is only 120 new.
Well, that's fine.
Exactly. You don't need the 3D. It's not really necessary. No, but I'm like, maybe I should get that for my wife because she does like playing 3DS games. But you know what? No, I'm going to get the Switch.
One of the nice things about having this is we were talking about a bunch of other games, which I know Phoenix Wright Trilogy's on here, but
when did Luigi's Mansion come out for the Switch?
When did that? Last year?
Do I own that?
I don't think you do. I want it. It has. I don't think I do.
I should get that.
Local co-op. That game has local co-op.
I know it does have local co-op. Can I get, what is that called?
Luigi's Mansion 3. So
I just typed in Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion.
Fucking Luigi.
And mansion was 2 words.
John, I got you a better comparison.
Oh, it's like the same as the 3DS screen.
It's a little tiny bit bigger than the top screen.
Yeah. Which is a plenty.
Okay, now compare that top screen to the Switch Lite.
I feel like I own this.
That was a Switch Lite.
Oh, was it? I thought it looked like it had removable Joy-Cons. Oh, okay.
I feel like
nope, that's game. Yeah.
No, this game didn't come out last year, did it?
I think when I get a Switch, I have to get the regular one because I'm getting so old, and every day my eyes are worse and worse, and I need a giant screen.
I do like bigger screens.
Yeah.
No, you're right. It was last year. I must have gotten this game for my wife, and she's never played it because she doesn't play the Switch. But if she had a Switch Lite,
Yeah. So John, do you know what other game got announced?
What other game got announced, TJ?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater fucking remastered.
1+2.
Yeah, that I'm fucking excited about.
Is that coming out on Switch?
No, it's PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Oh, fuck it. They're really missing out on that.
With most of the original songs.
Yeah.
Vicarious Visions is doing it, and they're the ones that handled the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. So at least it's in decent hands, as opposed to the team that did Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5.
Yeah.
But I don't need it. I got this.
Yeah, no, dude.
Dude.
About a week ago, I downloaded a PlayStation 1 emulator and the Tony Hawk game, the first one, and then like 2 days later, that announcement dropped, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I
kind of want to play Tony Hawk
totally
right
in the
now that we're
zeitgeist.
talking about it.
Yeah, I just wanted to like play the warehouse level that was on the demo and just fucking listen to Goldfinger.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
Now I'm gonna talk about some illegally stuffy, but I do have the ROM for the N64 version.
Oh yeah.
Now all of our viewers are generally law enforcement. Like every time they write in, they say, "I'm a detective with cybercrimes division."
I hope so.
You know what is insane?
You interrupting DJ?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm super behind, so I'm gonna disconnect, reconnect. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
Discord's being wonky.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, Discord's
well,
a pile of shit tonight.
No, the reason why I said this was because, I interrupted was because I was like, oh yeah, I remember the email address, bitecast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of cybercrimes officers in there.
Do you remember us when we live on the show signed up for Podcorn?
Vaguely.
Podcorn. This was on
Podcorn.
January 16th. Podcorn is a venture-backed marketplace that connects podcasters of all sizes with relevant brand sponsors to make more money through native sponsorships such as host read ads. So it's basically like a fucking like marketplace for people that run podcasts to connect with advertisers.
Oh yeah. That's all right.
We got an email here on March 3rd from hi John, happy Tuesday. I noticed that your podcast Born in the 80s is signed up on Podcorn and think it'd be a perfect fit for this campaign I'm working on. My client is looking for podcasters who are focused on fashion, fitness, health, sports, and recreation, food, cooking, and lifestyle.
Oh yeah, they got it.
Here we
100%.
go. Ladder is a sports nutrition company founded by LeBron James and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What a team. The brand is dedicated to creating high performance NSF certified for sport workout supplements for daily use. Because this is the face of workout supplements here.
No, you should respond and be like, yeah, totally, we're interested. Sign us up.
Ladder formulates products to complement a strong nutritional foundation and unlock the next level. If you think this would be a good fit, please log on and submit a proposal.
Maybe they want us to be like the before image. And they're going to be like, we'll give you some of our stuff, and then you'll get super jacked, and you'll be like, wow, it really fucking works.
Here's James from ramble.fm. I know you've got a podcast, Born in the 80s, which is why I'm reaching out. I also like that it's very clear that they just have a form email where they just say this stuff, and they're like, here's the name of it. And
it just like scrapes iTunes for like contact email and title of show.
We built a free app that lets you create live podcasts and talk shows where you can voice chat with fans.
We made Discord.
Yeah, what? It'd be great to discover new and interesting people to talk to in our attempt of creating something as an audio social network during these difficult times. During these difficult times, gotta love it.
These uncertain times.
A month ago. Podcorn support is emailed me about 1 million times. It looks like action required. For that Crowdfire thing you talked about. It seems like every single social network is getting in on them and like deactivating their ability to work.
Yeah, Crowdfire doesn't like as soon as Twitter was like,
Explain what
you can't
Crowdfire
use our
is?
API anymore, it's just they didn't have any reason to exist.
Yeah. So yeah, Crowdfire was an app that allowed you to like auto tweet and auto post,
Well, and the
things.
really interesting thing about it was you could search like other people's followers. So
Yeah.
like if you were like the best use for it was if you were creating something like music or videos or whatever, you could find people that match your same style and then look at their followers and be like, hey, I noticed you
Oh, yeah.
like this thing. I make a similar thing.
I mean, you could do that on Twitter, but it isn't as easy.
Yeah.
You can't mass follow like which you could on Crowdfire. I think you could like click like 20 at a time and hit follow.
Yeah.
Whereas on Twitter, you have to go in through each one. But it does sound like Crowdfire is just like completely fucked, basically.
Yeah. That's
Which is
what
hilarious.
happens when you build a business on somebody else's API.
Well, it's almost like when YouTubers complain about losing revenue and stuff, and it's like you built your business on this platform's 100% like ownership over your revenue.
I'm surprised like some of the giant YouTubers haven't said like fuck it, I'm just gonna host my own thing
with YouTube. That it's honestly it's like the economy in general.
If you're rich enough, you're fine. Basically.
Exactly. Thank you for the Vita comparison. It's bigger than Vita. Bigger than a Redbox. No, the idea is that in the economy we have, there are billionaires, that have all the money, maybe trillionaires eventually, soon enough, I'm sure, with Bezos. And, you have your multi-millionaires. And the millionaires are just like, the system's fine. I'm rich enough. And these are like these top-level YouTubers. They're just like, I'm not going to rock the boat because it works for me. But anyone on the mid-tier has like has all like switched over to like Twitch streaming and stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no way to make money on YouTube. Because YouTube has the subscriber thing, now that is new, where you can pay $5 a month to subscribe to a channel, but nobody really utilizes that.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah. Twitch is where it's at for that, because people can use their Amazon, monthly for free if they have Amazon, which a lot of people do, and they can use that to be a subscriber.
If you want to stick it to Jeff Bezos for having too much money, just use that free Amazon thing to subscribe to us.
Yeah. Twitch is nice, but the problem for me is that I can't get into watching Twitch. I don't know what it is. Like I have a difficult time watching people play games because
a lot of what I watch on Twitch is just fucking riff tracks. Like
that's true. I just want to watch, like, I want to play games. And so like it's okay if I'm watching like maybe multiple people playing a game together, but someone just playing a single player game, I don't know. I'm like, I want to play it myself if I'm doing that. So like I could watch like esports, like matches and stuff on there, but regular, gameplay, I can't really get into it. I don't like, I hate the way Twitch is with like all the subscriber call outs and stuff that everyone has to do. It always just breaks up the momentum. I much prefer like VODs that are up on YouTube. Like there's a lot of channels now that I used to follow on YouTube, and I still follow on YouTube, but they've gone from doing let's record videos to put on YouTube to we're going to stream and then cut the stream up into videos to put on YouTube as well to double dip on views.
Mm-hmm.
And make money
like I
way.
think Many a True Nerd does that.
Yeah, I just much prefer the edited video than the live Twitch, because what game is that? Oh, Tony Hawk?
Persona 5 Royal.
Got it. On the Vita. Wait, that's on the Vita? You're playing it on the PS4, but on your Vita.
This is PS4 remote play.
Yeah. That's such a cool feature that nothing ever used.
Yeah.
Oh, well, a lot. I mean, everything uses it, right? Because it's just a feature that is in most games.
I think there's a couple games that don't.
The Vita died right as the PS4 started getting big, so it was like impossible to find a Vita anyway. I was thinking about it, but I was like, oh, well, they should get a Vita for remote play. That'd be kind of cool, because it's kind of like what the Switch is. Like I can take it, mobile. It's neat, and supposedly like the lag is not bad on wireless, and it's really cool. And I'm like, this is a great idea. Except for that the Vita was like $300. I'm like, I'm not spending $300 on a thing that I know is going to die.
I got it at its low point at 120
Yeah.
plus my employee discount.
120 is, I would have been on it, but like the Vita, I think was already kind of going away at that point, so nobody had them.
Yeah. Did you guys see that PlayStation 5 Unreal Tech demo video?
I didn't care. I didn't want to watch it.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Moving on.
I'd rather,
it looks really cool.
It needs to. I don't care about how powerful it's going to be. Show me the games.
Games. It's kind of been insane when they show tech demos like that, and it's, well, gaming PCs are way better than this is going to be anyway.
Right.
High-end gaming PCs with like the top graphics cards are going to be more powerful than the PS5 and the Xbox Series X.
I think it was more of a demo of the Unreal Engine and what they're doing with that.
That's fine. That'll look great on your PC as well as the PS5. Yeah. Oh, but I think the best was that what's that, TJ? Oh, the you need to sell that because those are worth like $500.
It's mine. I'm not getting rid of my PS TV.
Oh my god!
What the fuck is a PS TV?
A PS TV is a Vita, but it's for your TV. You hook it up to the TV. It can do remote play PS4 in another room.
Not selling that much, but
you could play your a select number of Vita games on here.
Yeah,
and you play it with a PS4 or PS3 controller.
That's wild. Yeah. I had no idea that existed.
It's basically a Steam box, but for Vita.
Yeah, so a used PS TV right now is selling for $300 on Amazon. And that cost how much at retail?
Want to talk originally or how much I paid for it?
Well, how much originally and how much you paid for it? I want to hear both.
I think originally it was
like 150, right?
Were 150. The standalones were 130. The bundles came with a controller.
Yeah.
At its low point, where they're just trying to get rid of these.
They were just trying to get rid of these things.
The bundles got as low as $30 with the PS4 with the PS4 controller.
It was like,
is that cheaper than just a controller?
Yes. And I got
like $40 or $50 on sale.
I got this not bundled, used for $20.
Nice.
I forget why that they're exploding right now.
Cost me double the price of this unit.
So why is the PS TV so like in demand right now? Is there
because it's really easy to hack. The Vita and the PS TV are really easy to hack, and they're really hard to find right now.
Got it. So it's you literally just have it so that you can just crack it and play bootleg games.
Yeah. Well, for the PS TV, it would actually only play whitelisted games from the Vita. It can't play all Vita games.
Well, yeah, because some Vita games had that back screen touch that you need.
No, because PS3 and PS4 controllers emulate that with the joysticks.
Oh, okay.
But it's there's also some there's a little bit of gyro control in some games that it does not use the 6-axis to emulate. So like
it
Uncharted
uses
Golden
like
Abyss is
lamb meat and pita bread.
Whitelisted, but you can't actually beat Uncharted Golden Abyss on this thing. Mm-hmm. And then there actually is both a front and rear facing camera on the Vita, and there are certain games that use that you can't play on here.
Yeah, I kind of wish that I had a Vita just because also being a PlayStation Plus subscriber for so long, there were so many free PS Vita games.
Yeah, and I grabbed a bunch.
And I grabbed them every week because I was like, well, if I ever get a Vita, I'll have them. So I would have a huge library built in, but not worth it. Like to just pay for it. You know, I should probably buy a second Switch if I'm going to buy anything. Because
PSP backwards compatible games for digital, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And PS1 classics play on this thing too.
That's true. The PS1 classics.
So
there's some really good stuff.
For the longest time, this was the ultimate Final Fantasy machine.
Yeah.
Because you could play Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Correct. 8, 9, and 10.
And the Final Fantasy versions that were on the PSP P were like the best. Everyone says the version of 2 on the PSP
Yes.
is like one of the best versions of Final Fantasy 2. Speaking of, we got to finish our Final Fantasy again, TJ.
Yes, we do.
We stopped. It happens every time when I play Final Fantasy.
The version of 3 that eventually came out digitally on the PSP is a port of the DS Final Fantasy.
The DS
3,
one is good. I played through a lot of that. Anyway, I started playing FF10 too because you were talking about it. Not 10-2, 10 as well. I started playing 10.
I've almost done everything in it. I beat the super boss in the monster arena.
Yeah.
My stepdad has his characters super overpowered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, remember in this podcast when we used to talk about World of Warcraft all the time, and now we
What's
never
that?
do?
Yeah. So anyway, I got the Cloak of Consumption from Hakar tonight, and it was pretty fucking awesome. So, Matt, then I made the rest of my Bloodvine set and got it all enchanted and shit.
Matt, I'm assuming you didn't get Mission Dare.
No. Well, that's not even the hat that I have is better than that.
Oh, really? I thought Mission Dare was the Shadow Priest.
No.
Okay. Well, can I tell you about my Molten Core Blackwing Lair night on Thursday?
Only if it was a complete shit show.
It was a complete shit show. We wiped on Neff like 4 times. I don't know what happened. Our tanking was just messed up. The tank kept getting like 1 shot. So
yeah, I think we're just at the point where everyone's like, we've done this. I'm not gonna bring consumes. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Because when it gets on farm status, everyone gets really just like, we've done all this content. I don't need to like push myself anymore.
Oh, get ready for full try hard mode on Sunday.
We did that. We did that a week ago. We did Parse Week, and I forget. Everyone, we were trying to get like right now on World of Warcraft Classic on your server. Right now, the cool kid thing is how fast your guild clears Blackwing Lair. That's like how big is your EP-ness. Mm-hmm. And so like we're trying to do a speed clear of Blackwing Lair. And so we're like, let's do Parse Week. Let's try and get it under an hour. We failed. Everyone got like all the fucking buffs and everything, and we were all buffed up. And then after we finished Veil, like record time, everything was going. We did the pull after Veil, the dragon packs.
Okay.
I don't know who did this, but somebody pulled both packs. And half of us died, and so half of us lost our buffs, and so we were already gimped there. But then we went through and one-shot everything else, but that slowed us down enough to where we got it done like an hour and 1 minute or something. So we didn't quite beat the hour. Tonight it was more like 2.5 hour or Thursday, but it was great because one, I got the Drake Talon Pauldrons, which are a warrior, Fury warrior and tank warrior best in slot shoulders, and in Molten Core. After being on for 4.5 hours, because we did Molten Core with like 30 minutes left in our regular raid night time. Okay. And everyone was dropping off. We did it with 34 people at the end. Get to Rag, fucking Onslaught Girdle drops. Don't get that. Bone Reaver's Edge drops, which is a 3% drop, and it is the best two-hand Fury PvP warrior weapon in the game. And best in slot PvE 2-hand Fury, which I am in the game for some fights, with cleave, so where there's like multiple mobs to hit at once. Mm-hmm. And I got it at like fucking midnight after being on 5 hours of raiding, and it was like the weapon I wanted, and the loot council drama, I'm sure, was intense because they spent like 30 minutes debating over who should get it. And I was like, man, I better get it because a week before Ash Candy, the gigantic fucking dragon sword that drops off the Farian dropped it, and I went for it. And so did another 2-hand Fury warrior. And they messaged me saying, hey, if you're going for Bone Reaver's Edge, if you take Ash Candy, you'll never get it. Like, you'll never get it because, like, you'll be dropped down a priority for it. Mm-hmm. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. We haven't seen a Bone Reaver's Edge drop in, like, 6 months. And it's a 3% drop rate. So, 1 out of every 26, 25-ish tries or something like that, or and that's 26
33.
weeks. 33?
1 out of every 33 if it's 3%, yeah.
Whenever every 30, well, it's like 3.8 or something, whatever.
Okay.
30 attempts.
28.
That's
Yeah.
30 weeks, basically, give or take, that it's going to drop. And we hadn't seen one yet. I know it's gambler's fallacy, but I'm like, you know what? If I say no to this and I show up every week, I'm guaranteed it. Because they said, basically, you get to pick if you want this or you want to wait for BRE. And so I was like, nah, give it to him. I'm waiting for BRE. It's going to drop, and I'm going to be pissed that I took this because they're about the same, but I think Bone Reaver's Edge is slightly better for PvP because it has an ability, Matt, I'm going to tell you, that makes it so epic, is that it has an ability to proc a debuff that bypasses like 700 of your opponent's armor, and it can stack up to 3 times. So basically, just when you're attacking, so on cloth people and leather people, when you're doing battlegrounds, you can like 2-shot people all the time because you get that first,
because that's like all of my armor
takes their armor all the way down, and then the second one just hits them. And so I was doing a Wrathy Basin earlier today because the other guy who didn't get it, who definitely wanted it, and I could tell when he said congrats to me afterwards, he was really going. He's like, "You better PvP with that." Or
the text had like really sarcastic lines around it.
We were in a voice chat, and it was just like, but I mean, this guy who his main spec is dual wield. He's an orc. Orcs get priority on every axe because they have axe skill bonus. Yeah. So axes are way better for them anyway. And so this is like Taurens get swords because nobody on Horde can use swords, and Tauren don't get bonuses on anything. So we might as well get them because the orcs might as well wait for axes to drop because they just get hit bonuses on them. So, and so I was like, fucking goddamn it, give it to me. And then they announced it to me and they gave it to me. And I was like, thank fucking Christ. Because that guy is probably he's like one of the like early on guild founders and everything. And I get it. And, he's been in it longer than me, but he already has the fucking legendary Sulfuras, hammer. He's got all this other shit. And it's like, dude, you don't need another PvP beat stick. I don't have one. And now I have one because all I was using in PvP was just all this trash because Obsidian Edgeblade sucks for PvP, which is what I had because it just doesn't have a high top end. But now I got the Melter, and I did Wrathy Basin, and it was awesome. And I fucking man.
Nice.
Okay, so when you're a warrior, and we got into a huge Warcraft discussion, but I'm amped for it finally because I got a piece of gear that I've literally been trying to get since November. So it's been like 6 months of doing Molten Core without getting it to drop. Finally, I get it, and so I'm amped. But I was in Wrathy Basin, and we were fighting a pre-made, so we were getting stomped. But we actually were holding our own. We didn't get completely rolled. Mm-hmm. But oh my god, when you're in a battleground as a warrior and you see you're in a group with a shaman, your eyes just fucking light up because
Wind Fury.
You're getting Wind Fury, and there was a priest that was healing at one of the things, and I had Wind Fury, and I hit it, and it procced, and it did like 1,000 damage, and then I Wind Fury hit him for like 1.5k. I did 4,000 damage in like 3 seconds, and he just fucking died. And I was like, oh. This is so good. I'm so happy to have this. Now I have to PvP, and I fucking hate PvP on Classic because of the queue times on Horde. Because the Wrath queue is 22 fucking minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The last time I played it was still like 15.
It's just so much. Whereas, let's say conversely, I played some BFA, Battle for Azeroth, the retail version of WoW, today. And I did a raid. I did the Nyalotha raid, and we got all the way to Nyalotha. We didn't finish him, but I've already killed him once before in a previous night. And I got some cool gear, got a cool fist weapon. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do some PvP, because there's some like PvP honor rewards, like cosmetics and stuff. And I queue up for a match 2 minutes in. Like, it's just insane how bad Classic is with queue times, because everybody went Horde for Classic, and every battle group is so heavy. So it just sucks that it's so imbalanced that the alliance and horde ratio means that if you're on the horde, you're waiting, whereas the alliance have instant queues for every battleground, and they have a lot of pre-mades because of it. Because it's really easy to keep a group of people together playing battlegrounds
if it's instant queues. Yeah,
it's instant queues.
You just queue all at the same time. We're all in the same battleground now.
Exactly.
And this is the sound that signifies the end of our WoW talk.
I just wanted to talk about it because I got the legendary item that I've wanted forever and is best in
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad you got that.
Right. And that means I basically can never leave this guild.
Nah.
Which is fine. It's been great.
We're millennials, you know. We don't have loyalty.
No, I'm not going to leave the guild.
No, I like them. Yeah.
I was really kind of like, I think the first week when Spanky quit the guild, it was a bit, I feel like they've gotten less shitty since then.
They have. I don't know. It kind of just depends on like who's talking in the raid. Sometimes somebody will set the tone and it'll get like super like okay. And
you'll get a little bit bad. Our raid every night in Blackwing Lair, we talk about how it's a joke. We talk about how we don't like the black dragon flight, but like as a joke, and we talk about black dragon flight crime.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're making fun of like the right wing punditry around black crime. It was just funny. Every night we're like, what about?
I don't like them because they're resistant to shadow. So
I don't like the Black Dragonkin because they fucking suck and they always ruin everything. They're always bad guys, except for Rathian, who's not a bad guy in the new. He's Black Dragonflight. But anyway, yeah. So that's our WoW time. I just wanted to get that out of here. We haven't talked about it in a while. There hasn't been any new real content in a while. ZG went out, but there isn't a lot of upgrades there for me. Except for now, I have to become Exalted because I need to get that fucking shoulder enchant.
I can tell that there's like not a lot to ZG. If I wasn't playing it, I would know because nobody fucking tunes into those streams. Whereas like for Blackwing Lair, especially at the beginning, it was like I have to see how this boss is done. Blah 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 blah. But ZG is basically just like a normal instance.
Yeah, we people call it Upper Blackrock Spire Plus, basically. It's just slightly more difficult than that. There's like two bosses, Hakar and Jindo the Hexer, like that require a lot of attention. And that's it. Everything else you can just kind of stomp through.
Yeah,
but there's good shit in there.
I like it. Yeah.
I love that raid because it's the raid in which they were like, oh yeah, our itemization's shitty, so let's actually give the gear that people need. And so everything for warriors has like hit on it, and all the spell stuff has hit on it because none of the other things have like hit rating on them. So yeah, I've started to get back into classic again now that I got my cool PvP weapon. I want to do we'll have to do some PvP together. I think it'd be fun. It's Arathi Basin weekend. We could do it over voice chat. Maybe we can stream a bit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Even though it's hard to stream if you're Horde because it's not instant queue. So, but what we could do, Matt, if you wanted to, is we could stream World of Warcraft PvP
and just play other games while we're queued.
No, fly to Felwood or somewhere and do some world PvP.
Oh yeah, we could do that
because there's lots going on, like in Felwood, because everyone's doing consumes there. Or whatever. We can just dick around in game doing other shit until we get the queue pop. But
fishing. Do some fishing.
I can do some fishing. Anyway.
So TJ, what have you been playing?
Well,
Final Fantasy X.
No, more Persona 5 Royal, but I wanted to talk about something else.
Okay.
So
I started playing that again. Sorry.
I left an enigmatic message in our Discord to remind me a couple things.
Yes, you
talk about Toothless and Atla.
Okay.
Now, Toothless, I'm not going to talk about too much. I just lost a tooth, got it pulled, whatever.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, the dragon.
That's why I said it that way. Now, Atla.
No, wait a second.
Wait a second.
You said it that way to remind us of a movie that's completely unrelated to your
It
situation.
was a red herring. He was trying to throw us off the scent.
He did this red herring for us only,
Now,
because that was in the private chat.
I left another.
This is the
red herring.
payoff to that joke.
I left another red herring.
Okay, let's hear it. Okay,
which is Atla,
Atla.
which could
Atla,
obviously be talking about. I used to play Dark Cloud a lot.
Okay,
a little bit. And Atla are the pieces of the world that have been put into little balls, thrown into dungeons, so you can fix the world against the Dark Genie. But that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay,
I'm not talking about that. I'm going to refer to a meme that I read about 2 days ago that said, hey guys, Avatar's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And no one cares.
Mm-hmm.
But what I really mean is Avatar The Last Airbender is now on Netflix.
Yes. The cartoon, the good show.
Yeah.
The good show.
I feel like I need to watch that again.
I haven't seen it, and I've been told that I'm going to watch it. I must watch it.
I tried to get my wife into it. I feel like I need to force her to watch it because it's so good.
I think we need to book club this and maybe watch about 2 or 3 episodes at a time.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
And then talk about it every week. I think 2 or 3 is a nice little chunk, but then it's a show you can binge, but I think it's better if you don't. Where you take a bite, let it sit, take another bite.
Maybe I'll make my wife watch it as part of the book club because we got nothing else fucking to do now.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, well, you could go to you could eat at it. No,
but I could make her come on the show to talk about it for the book club segment.
Yeah, exactly.
She can get on Discord and
once I get done working at Dollar General, I'm tempted to get a 7-day trial of Disney Plus and finally, go back to the beginning, but finally watch all the Marvel movies.
Oh yeah.
I need to watch some of those. I need to watch Clone Wars. I still haven't seen Star Wars, the final.
Yeah.
I don't have a desire to watch it. I honestly may never watch it.
I want to watch it.
It's give or take.
It's a fun, blasty, shooty movie for kids.
Just hearing the fact that it kind of retcons all the stuff that Rian Johnson did is just like,
it's just basically like, oh shit, you were trying to take this in a new direction? Nah.
It's gonna be the fucking same bullshit that I'm gonna.
But TJ, I would recommend watching The Mandalorian as soon as you get that trial.
Okay.
I dropped off that. I watched the first 3 episodes.
It's all right. Well, I guess it kind of depends on how you are with westerns. I love westerns.
It's a space western. Just retelling Cowboy Bebop.
I think the problem with that show is that I got to a natural stopping point in the story, and then a bunch of other shit happened, i.e., the situation that we are in today. And my wife doesn't want to watch it, so I don't have a lot of opportunities to watch it on the big screen now because she's in the house.
Have you told her about Baby Yoda?
She does like Baby Yoda, but not enough. She's like interested in the memes. But no, we're gonna do Avatar Book Club. We'll talk about it over Discord, and maybe we'll set it up to maybe watch 2 or 3 episodes, and then
maybe we'll invite our viewer or a couple of viewers and our Discord people. We'll make a new channel for it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's
make a bite book club.
Book Club done. Yeah. The BBC. The Bite Book Club.
BBC, the Bite Book Club.
Do you think we can get BBC.com? Probably.
We could do books if people want to do books. We could do comics if people want to do comics. Or we could do movies if we want to do a movie for the book club. Or let's start with Avatar because I'd like to rewatch it. I want my wife to see it because it is so good. A Legend of Korra is so good too.
I'm gonna show up next week and be like, "Oh shit, I accidentally watched the one with blue cat people."
Yeah, don't do that.
I've not seen James Cameron's Avatar.
Well, guess what?
I saw it once. Yes.
I think they bought the rights to Avatar. So
because they're doing an Avatar thing at the park. I know. Yeah. So
they want to continue the series too.
Yeah, I think they bought the rights to continue the series, Avatars. So
I think they had 2 in their 5-year plan or something like that.
Oh, man.
Avatar
I might watch that too.
Avatar
Actually,
is actually not um, a bad thing.
it's Space Dances with Wolves.
It's not bad. Like, it looks cool. There's some cool, like, it's not great. You know what I mean?
It's CG. It's a lot of set pieces, and it's basically a retelling of Alien.
I would say it's like the first Star Wars movie, like the new, like the 6 or 7.
The Force Awakens.
Yeah, it's you know, it's not that crazy or smart or interesting, but it's got some fun action.
I would be interested to see how well the James Cameron Avatar shows up or holds up, because
That's true. I haven't seen it since it was in the theater.
it was complete, like the graphics were completely like bleeding edge at the time.
It was so good.
Usually that stuff, like the super like trying to be photorealistic stuff, that doesn't age as well as the like we recognize there's limitations and we're doing it stylized instead. But I bet it's not terrible.
No, it's probably not. It's not bad. It's just cookie cutter storyline, you know, but it's interesting.
It's a tech demo.
So
James Cameron's tech demo.
I'm excited to try the Tony Hawk remaster, but honestly, when you're talking about it right now, if they do have some of that music not in there, like, I might just want to like
the playlist is on the playlist of what's in there is on Spotify now.
I do know. I'm looking at here. There is the fullest tracks that aren't in the remaster. There's 5. There's only 5 songs from the original that won't be
go down them. What are they?
This one hurts. Suicidal Tendencies, Psychovision, which is
I love that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Unsane Committed.
Don't know what that is.
Anthrax and Public Enemy, Bring the Noise.
Okay.
Yeah, High and Mighty, B-Boy Document 99.
Don't know which one that was.
Alley Life, Out with the Old. It's really just Psychovision, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it sounds like it's 2 from Tony Hawk 1 and 3 from Tony Hawk 2. Because it's 2 I recognize and 3 I don't. I never played Tony Hawk 2.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
Song was in there.
I played 1 and 5, and not much of 5.
Psychovision.
Wasn't there one that had like a skateboard, like a physical skateboard that you could get with it to control it?
Yeah, it's like $100. Oh, you mean one to play? Like, there's 2 of them: Tony Hawk Ride and Tony Hawk Shred.
Yeah, Ride is what I'm thinking of.
And then there was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, which can't even be played now.
Why not?
So Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5.
The physical disc itself only has the training level, and
Correct.
then you have to download an update that includes the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And
I
the
see.
server to do that, I think, is gone.
Yes.
And because I've already uninstalled it off my PS4 when I got it for free, I don't think I can reinstall it. Or maybe I can, because I don't know.
So noted Tony Hawk's Pro Skater connoisseur Jeff Gersman of Giant Bomb, who plays a lot of Tony Hawk's, did a series where he played all the old ones, gave the game 1 out of 5 stars and opened his review with the line, "Do not play this game." It is bad. It is just not good. Feels slapped together. It just does not play well.
One change in the game would have probably made it go from a 1-star to a 3-star, at least for me.
Yeah.
They had a mechanic where you can slam the board down to the ground.
Yeah.
I think I've talked about this on the podcast before.
Yeah.
In the Tony Hawk games, in the past, present, and up to Tony Hawk 5, the button for grind, I'll talk about PlayStation buttons to be simple, has always been triangle. And typically when you're in the air, you're going to hold the triangle before you grind, before you hit the thing, so you know you'll grind when you hit it.
Yeah.
Well, when you hit triangle is also your button to slam the board into the ground. So if you press triangle early, you'll slam the board into the ground before you hit your rail, and then you'll just fall over because you've hit it.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It was just completely, they fucked up.
And like, you could kind of relearn that timing, but you have to be more precise.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony Hawk was never known, other than doing manuals in later Tony Hawks, 2 and beyond, precision was never the name of the game.
No.
You just kind of flung tricks together until you got it to work.
God, I want to play some fucking Tony Hawk.
I know. I wanted to play it now that we're talking about it. And you know what? You can. Especially, I think I actually have my PS1 copy, and I have a PS3, so I could play it right now. Or I could
bought it
use
for $199.
Or I could play it on. Well, it's probably a really cheap game because they only sold like 8 billion copies of that game. It was so popular.
My copy is scratched to shit, so I don't know. We'll see.
You should just try and find like a working copy of the demo disc that it was on.
I fucking love that goddamn black disc technology they have. It looks so cool.
And then PS2, if it was CD technology, it's a blue disc. If it's DVD technology, it was a silver. And I didn't know that for the longest time because I'd only bought PS2 games that were DVDs for the until why is this one blue? My copy of NHL 2002 is a CD-ROM PS2 game.
Nice. All right. Is there anything else we can talk about before we end?
I guess I just want to mention that in my copy of NHL 2002, John, you were my goalie.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, you're my goalie. I was, I think, left defender. I had Eric, Alex, Drew, and then their buddy Phil, and that we were the Anaheim Ducks.
Nice.
Or I think back then it was still the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, I think so. I want to do a tant for next week.
Okay.
So I'm going to tantalize you with something I want to talk about next week. You guys heard about Quibi?
Oh yeah.
I did the if you sign up before the end of April or whatever, you get a month free of Quibi or something like that.
Yeah.
So I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched a lot of shows on Quibi.
I just want without spoiling everything, I just want to know the answer. Did you find out why is Quibi yet?
What do you mean why? Oh, why it exists?
Yeah.
Nobody knows really.
Have you personally? Do you have a personal answer to? Is it worth it to you? I'm not saying what is that answer. Do you have that answer?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Straight up. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It was somewhat complicated by the fact that Reno 911's Quibi series dropped last week.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
And it is very good.
Because it's Reno 911, of course.
Yes. But barring that, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. I want to get into the whole discussion.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have watched anything on Quibi.
No.
I think maybe people see clips of the girl with the golden arm.
I did see a lot of that, and I had a lot of Quibi shows described to me, and they all seem very bad.
I've said this before, and it still holds true, but the show lineup on Quibi looks like the fake shows that were on the background of 30 Rock when they were making fun of the that are on TV.
And a lot of it just we could talk more about this, and you could talk about it from a first-hand perspective next week. But a lot of it seems to be this is just not the right genre for this format. You can do action and comedy in those quick bites, but you can't do tension or horror or drama. You can't be here's 30 seconds of drama. Aren't you scared?
I really wish I would have brought it up earlier in the week, but I wanted to tant it so you guys remember it for next week to talk about it, because there's a lot to talk about, because there are some my quick bite of my Quibi retrospective and review. I'll give an official Quibi review next week. Well, I've watched a lot of the shows.
I'm gonna do my own service where I just make wry observations, and it's called Quippy.
I'll say this: it is an incredibly neat idea with really interesting and cool technology, with terrible content availability. That's it. It's like when wait, what was that? What was that? Was it when the Switch launched? There was nothing on it. It was a really cool idea for a console, but there was not that many games at launch.
See, 6 months in, everyone was still saying there was nothing on the Switch, and there really was a lot on the Switch.
No. I'm talking the first month or two, where it's we got this party game, and there was the
One Two
Switch, and that's it to play with multiplayer.
Yeah, milk those cows.
They didn't even have that Mario Kart available, I think, at launch.
No, that was a couple months in. Yeah.
Yeah. But so anyway, that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying that I don't want to disparage it completely. I got another week to watch more shit.
Can you watch Quibi on a Nintendo Switch?
No.
I will tell you, tanting without, I've tanted so much, but I will tell you, Quibi can only be watched on phones.
Yeah.
Only.
Yep.
Only phones.
Ugh.
For now.
Ugh.
Yeah, we'll get into
it. Well, there was a, like, I heard about a press release that was like, oh, we've always planned to have TV support, like for smart TVs and stuff. We're just accelerating that now because everybody's like, why can't I watch this on my stupid TV?
Yeah. And they've blamed their abysmal launch numbers on the pandemic, which is somewhat fair.
Yeah. I mean, when you're
is to have your phone out on the go and like, hey, I got 6
you're
minutes.
supposed to be like, it's entertainment for an active lifestyle. You know,
it's not even that. I mean, it's just like, hey, I'm waiting at the bus stop. Let's watch a 6-minute clip of this thing. All right, cool. And it's like a full episode of a show in 6 minutes, and that's it. But I mean, like, you know, you could just watch it on Hulu and then like pause it and then come back to it later. Anyway, let's not get into the downfall of that business plan.
Next week, Matt's going to talk about his new Nintendo Switch Lite.
I probably won't be able to find one anyway. And I don't know. I think by the time I can actually find one, I might just be like, I'm just going to get Switch. Like,
yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
The thing that's like, I'm trying to decide on is there's no way to get video out of the Switch Lite, so you can't stream with it. And I'm trying to decide if that's worth like the extra $100 or whatever that it costs.
Yes.
So I have my answer. So I'm going to.
Honestly, probably is because the Switch Lite to me seems like a second Switch for your household.
Yeah.
Because the main one has the detachable controllers.
So by the time I get a Switch, it'll be like October or whatever John said earlier.
If you can find one for $330, snag it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
If it's, or maybe like GameStop will start doing the shit that they were doing back when there were
soft bundles. Well, actually, hard bundles. Yeah.
Or they'll have like, hey, it's this and then the Mario Odyssey game for $360, and it's like, well, you're gonna buy that game anyway because it's an amazing game, so you might as well just buy that, and that would make sense, or the bundles with the memory card and shit for more. Like, why not? All right, but we got to end it because it's getting close to midnight.
Yep.
Next time, Quibi.
Quibi. If you guys want to do your free trial of Quibi and watch some of it, feel free.
The Avatar Book Club, and most importantly, the thing everybody's looking forward to, the Taco Bell Rice Cooker Challenge.
Oh yeah. Also, I really want to talk about Steven Universe. I got way into watching that.
Have you finished it yet?
No, I'm like episode 30 in season 1 or something.
Okay.
I just watched the episode where Steven finds the VHS tape from his mom.
Okay, yep.
Openly wept over lunch on that one. That show really hits you right here.
It does.
It's very good. Anyway, well, I can talk about that later. We got Quibi to talk about next week. But you can find me on John_Danger on Twitter.com.
You can find me at matthagmusic.com.
Mostly find me on Twitch, Discord. Join our Discord, YOLO420.com/born in the 80s. Otherwise, I'm at mayofmay84 on Twitter.com.
Do.
Gone.